Hello, my beautiful Tauruses, and welcome to your birthday. Happy birthday, happy solar return. May all that you need for your best path, for your blooming, for your becoming be on your way and accessible. Surprises and wonders and the beauty of life um, for this year. So, happy birthday, my beautiful Tauruses. On this, I meditated on your energy. And for the month of May, what Spirit wanted to talk to you um, is the first card is we have the King of Sword in reverse. So that tells me that probably since we had the full moon in Scorpio, we're going to have the full moon in Sagittarius, which is all about seeing the big picture, healing, changing our core beliefs, and things like that. Some of the things in Scorpio that maybe the moon showed you that needs to die, to let go, became evident near the end of the month of April. Because here, the King of Sword in reverse, this is when it's speaking about a lie that we have, a lie that was told to us, but that we bought it, okay? We believed it. So this probably came up. Oh my God, I've always thought that. This is really my belief. Now that I see it, I'm conscious of it. There it is. After that, we have the the Chariot and the Four of Cups that came sideways. So when it's sideways, that means it can flip from one side or the other, or it is in the process of flipping. So perfect. Chariot, what is it? It's your success. It's your capacity to move fast towards your aspiration. We know he has the 8-pointed star on his shoulders. You're not bothered by your unconscious here. You can see that his armor has the moons on his shoulder. His protection is from his mastery of what he went through in the shadow, in his shadow. His mind is balanced, he's focused, and he's going to move forward. So that's why it's a card of success. Because when we're not sabotaging ourselves or preventing this to happen by our own power, success is almost assured. And then the Four of Cups, that means having success in actually experimenting something that will come out of your been there, done that. You look at this guy, been there, done that. He sees those 3 cups. Yeah, wasn't born yesterday. Don't think you can surprise me, kind of thing. And so even though the divine's trying to give him an Ace of Cup, and what would be that Ace of Cup? It could be something that he would love on a new level that he's never experienced. It could be a relationship, a friendship, just this capacity to embody higher frequencies because he'll have more water to emanate the vibration. So here, a lie that's unblocking so that you can move past your comfort zone, your emotional comfort zone, your vibrational comfort zone. Okay? All right. Under the king, we have the tower. So what that tells me is that probably a lot of you, the way we experiment this usually in life, is that we're being told something or our lie becomes so obvious. Oh my God, I can't even imagine that they're expecting this from me, you know? Hey, Taurus, can you come and work weekends and sleep on the floor. And you're like, oh my God, how could they ask that of me? That's probably because they think I don't have much worth. But then again, I accepted it for so long, and now it's so clear. It makes no sense, and I cannot accept it anymore. Tower. Will I be in the yes, but, they're nice sometimes kind of thing? So it's the realization of this distortion that used to put you in your head, and that maybe accepting it, or worse, talking to yourself in the same way of what you used to accept, of what you used to say to yourself about your worth. The Five of Pentacles, these people are outside in the cold. It can be because the world is cruel and awful, or it can be also because they can go inside that church. It can be also because they bought the Kool-Aid. They were told that's the juice, that's it. And they bought it. And they drank it. And they believed it. They believe they lack something. It's the I'm not enough. What I do is not enough, so I'll sacrifice and I'll do even more. All of that. Oh yes, but if I don't do more, I'm going to be ghosted, abandoned, rejected. So we get in our head because we still believe that our worth is in the only way to have worth in the eye of the other is by denying our own worth and value. It's kind of a catch-22, but this becomes very clear for you, Taurus. And this is why your success was hindered until now. This is what made you believe in your glass ceiling. Under the Chariot and beside the Tower here, we have the Three of Pentacles. What you wanted to build, what you want to create, how you apply yourself, your masculine self, your rational, active self into, following through your aspirations, seeing how it would pan out, and actually using your knowledge and your willpower to make it happen. Now it becomes so clear that maybe you were playing small, or maybe you never dared to do it because you were stuck in your head about it. But now with the sun, this is like solar plexus. This is what I want to express. This is what I want to do. And now it's obvious. So here I have the Fool with the Two of Pentacles in reverse under here. Making a jump, if we still have that crap inside, it will not be a leap of faith. It will be a leap of hope. I hope it will work. I hope I'm enough. I hope they will not reject my idea. I hope what I want to create and build is good enough. Two of Pentacles in reverse, we're starting to release that. Or we're starting to realize how we're juggling, because it will come from the unconscious to the conscious. Because sometimes we juggle unconsciously. But it makes it that we make 3 steps, and then we step back, and we make 3 steps, and we step back again. Because we don't have the momentum, we have a hard time creating the momentum to push our chariot all the way to the success, because we have something like that happening inside, in the shadow. So under our Four of Cup on the side, we have the Four of Wands on the side, 2 fours. And the fours are a static energy. This is when things concretized, solidified in a certain shape. It's very solid, it's very safe, but sometimes it limits us. Water should never be stagnant. Water is a flowing element. Emotions are meant to flow and grow, not anchor and remain the same. Four of Wands, this is when our energy, that, yes, we went to plant, and there it is. Everything I see is up there, you know? There's nothing behind the scene coming to mess anything. Here, I'm welcomed. I'm not outside in the cold. There's, on the other side of this threshold of my energy and how I would interact with people, I am welcomed. I am celebrated for who I am, for what I do, for what I think, for being, okay? Don't have to find a cure for cancer here, just for being. And under that we have Temperance. So that tells me that Temperance here is going to try to really, this way and this way. Readjust this so that this is what's happening. So that as you're doing this and seeing this, you're not going back emotionally to what you have known and thinking, what are you, delusional, Taurus? What are you thinking? You know, this cup exists maybe for others, but not for us. But that you actually see the threshold, the possibility of, I can cross on the other side and actually experience something completely different. Temperance is a card of divine timing. Why? Because it is at that point that we are emotionally ready, that we are, that we see the bigger picture. Sun sign on the forehead, the yellow triangle on the chest, the golden triangle is all about soul's evolution and going with it with the intention of growing, of moving past the old stagnation. We're ready to put our foot in the water there. We have matured to see the bigger picture and finally heal from this. But for some of you, maybe a lot of you, the realization that this was there and how it imprisoned you mentally maybe came as a shock. Okay? Because sometimes the divine makes it so obvious. We have to make it obvious for Taurus. Maybe because you're stubborn, but you had to go through a shock. Okay? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. This is to bring you from 5 to 6, to bring you from lack to balance and flow. So, all right, let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Tauruses for the month of May 2024. And I open on the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be your trampoline month, Taurus. You're gonna actually have a judgment on what was preventing you to move forward, be in your success, in your power. It's gonna come to the surface. What am I really afraid of here? What is that belief that, kind of hinders things for me? All right, let's look at the King of Swords in reverse. All right. We have the Eight of Swords that is there. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the Moon in reverse. There's another card behind it. Was it willingly there? Ah, yeah, Star in reverse. Okay, so two major arcanas here with our king. So we had the Moon in reverse or the Moon upright. I don't remember. But anyway, talking about the lie, of course it affects your alignment, your fate. It's almost like being confronted between your shadow and your aspiration. There's your shadow that comes up to the surface, unveils what was blocking you, and probably with that Scorpio moon really help showing that. And this is to the towers for sure to readjust your moon here, your star, to realign you. Because if I'm in my lie, my fire, look what the wands became. They became crutches. That means my fire, my energy, my will, what I can conjure up to propulse me, is all used to support me, to support the idea that I am handicapped. Okay? And we need that fire to start that engine. Let's look at the tower. What was the tower about, Spirit, for Taurus? What was the tower about? And the star always asks us to, you know what, let's release all of the old crap. I think it was to remove what is preventing you from seeing the pentacle that's there, waiting for you. That extra worth and value. Oh my God, I get it. I see it. Now I need to embody it. That's different, you know? So maybe I'll stop, slowly stop resisting that this is a world where I'm lacking, and therefore I have to use so much energy just to keep on top of things. The moment you readjust your worth, you don't have to use your energy to compensate for your lie about not having worth. Let's look at that. And then you're like, oh, yes, but, yes, but. Yes, but, yes, but. And there's the Scorpio moon. There's your idea that you're not enough. That brings you in a Queen of Pentacles, you in reverse. A Taurus that does not know his worth does not feel like it can be supported. It does not feel like, and it probably does not experience being supported. It will not experience, having that sensation of, hey, this is what I want to build. I don't see all of the material to do it now, but I know it's coming. I have it within me, and it will come on my way because I will generate it. When you're in a Five of Pentacles, you don't believe you can generate. You take out of your own flesh and bone to bring. You do not generate from outside. It's completely different. Very root chakra also. Let's look at that Chariot. So during the month, during the month you'll be haunted by this guy. We know it because he's right after. And this guy is like, oh no, Chariot. Yeah, whatever you do, we don't even start the motor, because whatever you do, you're going to turn around in these 3 cups. Same thing, different faces. And that's all that has been there for us. And that's why things are not moving. and it removes the sun, the clarity, even your own will to expand is dimmered by that. The joy in the life, the joy in the process is not there, that's for sure. A goal, you don't get happy and fulfilled once you've hit the goal. You have to be in the state of, I am enjoying it, having fun in it, stumbling and getting up again, and all of that. That's what makes it worth it. It's always like the trip is worth not the destination kind of thing, but it's in the energy we're doing it. If not, if at the moment we think we don't have enough to do the whole 9 yards, we're not doing it for the daily pleasure of doing it, we'll never start the trip. And here, Page of Cup in reverse. That means we need to have that little extra self-love. If I don't love myself, I will not give myself the pleasure of supporting me and encouraging me, believing in me, so that I can reach my goal. It all goes together. So let's look at that sun. Oops. That sun that started to, they left this in my hand. It's starting to shine. And it's slowly, as it shines, of course, when the sun shines, it removes fog. It's the same thing in nature. We're starting to bring passion, excitement, fun. And now the projection of the outcome is almost not very important. What I love is the process. If I'm writing a book, if I'm building a house, whatever it is, if I do not enjoy the process, then as I'm going to project, is it going to worth it? Is that book really going to be worth it? I imagine a success of a book. That's going to be amazing. I imagine a flop of a book that people are going to say, what the heck did you think, Taurus? This is crap. So the moments I imagine this as a result of my efforts, I will not put any efforts. I will lose my momentum in the fog. Because it's always been like that. I need the solidity of my emotional state so that I can enjoy. If I'm writing a book, I have to enjoy taking my coffee, sitting at the typewriter, thinking of, characters and situation and having fun making it. If I share my universe, it will find compatible people that will receive it and be happy about it. It's in the enjoyment of the process is because it's essential. So when that happens, you're jumping into it and you're not juggling with the fear of a projection of an outcome that might be bad. And you have to have more love for yourself also to understand your potential. Here, a bit less in my head, but I cannot go back and get the 3 swords that from the past disappointments, of maybe the times things did not work, or maybe the time your grandmother told you, oh, Taurus, you don't have much talent, do you? Or whatever. Whatever it is. Because if not, your divine masculine here is going to just give up. And you'll just end up being right about what the grandmother told you. So, we don't want that. Oops. All right. Better to walk like the hermit. I don't know where things are heading, but I won't destroy them before they happen. I'm going to use my wisdom. I'm going to actually make a choice here. That's why the Four of Cups is on the side. What's my truth? At the end of it all, do I still believe the crap of the King of Swords in reverse? Can I rely on my inner light? Guide myself in the daily life. See, that's Virgo, that's 6th house. Work habits, daily life, bringing it back yeah, it feels good. There's something inside of me, my higher self is telling me, yes. So I'm going to follow that. I'm going to be guided. I'm not sure where it's heading. It might transform as I go along. Maybe I start with a book and I finish with, mini-series or whatever. But I have to make a decision about it. That's what you're going to do at the end of the month. And maybe the moon in Sagittarius is going to help you to do that. 4 of Wands. Yeah. Do not be afraid. Understand justice. There are things that you need to turn the page on, to forgive, to move away from, in a sense of, do not keep the old emotions. That's what she's been telling you since the beginning, because they're hindering your capacity to experiment something else, to experience something else. The world can only be fair if that's why she's ruled by Venus. If your self-worth and self-love is intact, complete, then nobody can take advantage of you. If somebody doesn't like what you do, well, too bad for them. They cannot appreciate it, or it wasn't for them anyway. We don't care. What is important is the pleasure, the sun, the process as we went through it, and at the end we are presenting. Temperance. Justice. Maybe it's going to make you see the bigger picture of, or your belief on justice, on when things are balanced, on, is the world so unfair? If the world is completely unfair and like this, of course I won't even invest myself in it. But then I live that. That's what I live. That's what I experience. Understanding how justice works is going to help you. And I'm talking about the justice of the universe, okay? The justice of man is often not fair. But here, this is at the end, you're going to bring balance to your life because you're going to have healed something that kept making things unfair for you. There you go. And it is about your work and your accomplishments. Here, I'm invested, I'm passionate, I'm doing it. Here, I'm not doing it. Maybe I'm doing it in my head, but not in the concrete. So, on this, my beautiful Taurus, it's opening the gates. It's like unblocking. It's letting the sun happen. I'm going to say letting the sun happen, but because it's all about that. We don't care about the end. What happens in the end? Whatever. Maybe it's just going to be the next step to the next thing. Or maybe it's going to be the end all be all. So what? But you have to get there to clear that so that you can start building. So, letting the sun be. All right. On this, my beautiful Tauruses, happy birthday again. And thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. Of course, on the 1st of May, we have Beltane. And so this is when the goddess comes down to the ground, marries her consort. And so it's like bringing life in all of those seeds and those roots so that they can grow again. Very good time to put a wish out there so that it can grow and that you can harvest it in the fall. So, on that, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Happy Beltane. And please subscribe to Outgrow the channel. If you want a private reading, website below, all of that. I never call people or anything like this. It's through the website. And thank you for your donations. It helps more than you think. And on a new moon and full moon, I ask the divine to give you in the shape that will be the most beneficial for your path, for your blooming, for your expansion, for your sun. All right? Love and light. See you next month.